What is liquidity? Liquidity generally refers to how quickly a security can be bought or sold. Anyone can supply liquidity. An example of supplying liquidity is placing a limit order, meaning an offer to buy or sell at a certain price. Every trade represents some sort of liquidity because there is some sort of transaction. Now, there are more transactions in certain parts of the market, and I'm going to be showing you guys what liquidity looks like on the charts. Before we go into the charts, remember this about liquidity in the market. There's external liquidity and internal liquidity, and price is always seeking for some sort of liquidity, hence why it's such a great tool to know how to use liquidity to your advantage. Okay, let's go to the charts now. First things first, here is a line demonstration to put things in simple terms for now. Here's your internal liquidity, meaning it's less resistant to letting price run through it, and it's on the inside of the model. If you understand, this is why it's called internal. And here's your external liquidity, meaning it's more resistant due to it being the last bit of liquidity the market can run depending on the time frame. But it is the liquidity lying at the very top or bottom of the model you are looking at. Another thing to note is that every single high has some sort of liquidity. So all of these highs are considered liquidity. Now here's an example of liquidity on the actual chart. You have your external, internal, and a bunch of different liquidity zones / highs, which as you can see, all these highs eventually get taken out and price fails to go through the external liquidity due to it being a stronger resistance form of liquidity. Another place you can find liquidity is in equilibrium and inefficiencies because there are market orders there. Hence why price comes up into these fair value gaps and then rejects off of them. That's all I have for you guys on liquidity. The next video will be explaining how to find the drawn liquidity and how to use liquidity as a tool while trading. Sub for more.